Hi everyone, my name is Shubham Ghosh and my roll number is MT20ACS536. So now I'm going to give a demonstration and explain about automatic SQL injection with the help of Nmap tool and also manual SQL injection with the help of SQL by manipulating the queries. So what is SQL Map? SQL Map is an open source penetration testing tool that automates the process of detecting and exploiting SQL injection flaws and taking over database servers. It comes with a very powerful detection engine with many niche features of the ultimate penetration tester and broad range of switches lasting from database fingerprinting over data fetching from the database to access underlying file system and executing commands on the operating system via out-of-band connections. So basically SQL Map is a utility which is pre-installed in Kali Linux, which helps us to enumerate all the databases and go deep inside its tables structures of a website and find many useful informations like passwords. So black hat hackers use it to get the password of credentials of different people who is enrolled or registered in the websites and sell it in dark web. And grey hat hacker, what they do is they do this kind of enumeration with the help of SQL Map to find out any vulnerabilities which is present in the website and report it to the respective team. So today our target is was Mutilidei. So Mutilidei is a website which is built to get hacked. So basically it helps white hat hacker to find out like what are the vulnerabilities that can happen in a website and how to fix those vulnerabilities. So basically it's a website on which today we are going to perform a SQL Map SQL injection automatic attack. So basically it is a free open source delivered vulnerable application providing a target of web security enthusiastic, and it is it can be deployed on LAMP, WAMP and XAMPP server infrastructure. So in this way this utility is helpful for white hat hackers to perform enumeration. So the server today I have used is LAMP framework, which is shown here. It's a XAMPP server which has got Apache web server and MySQL database integrated to it. So next is Burp Suite. So Burp Suite is a tool which helps us to enumerate the websites. It is help for checking web application security. So here whenever we pass any request, HTTP request to our server or to the website, we will be have the ability to get the request, and also we can change the request and we can see accordingly how the website is behaving or whether it is capable of handling those erroneous commands which any hacker will send to hack the websites. So we will be using this Burp Suite for to get the request with the for the SQL Map to run. So now I am going to show the demonstration of SQL Map automatic penetration testing. So let me start my Kali Linux. It's already started. So let me go to a CD of LAMP. Here I have the manager of LAMP. Let me start the servers. It's starting. Start. And now I will be starting the Burp Suite. Also I will be starting the Firefox. I have the website. Mutilidei. So we are going to target user info. Let me copy this and let me go to Burp Suite. So I have to see my Burp Suite proxy intercept is on, so it will be able to intercept all the requests which I am going to send through the browser. I'm using Burp's integrated browser to send my request. Did it open? Yeah, it has opened. Now I will place the URL. Okay, I will forward this message. So let's give some username as Shivam and password as Shivam or Ghosh. So as you can see, I have intercepted my request. It has got the username as Shivam here and password as Ghosh here. So I will be using this request to enumerate the databases which MutinyDB has. We will copy it to a file. I will name it as enumeration. Next I will open another terminal. I should open as root terminal. Let me see whether it's copied in database in my desktop. This enumeration, copy this one. So I will be running this command. So what this command does is, it will find the database schemas which is present in the MutinyDB website. I have run the command. Let's wait for it to run. Some issue has happened. Let me see. Okay, it did not copy properly. Let me copy it once more. Copy to file. Let me name it as enumeration_1. Let me see. Yeah, now it is copied. Let me change the query to command bit. Now it will run. I will place a 0 because it's asking the default one. So as we can see, we have found few databases. One is the information schema, one is the MutinyDB, one is the MySQL, one is test, and one is performance schema from the website. So as we can see, out of these few database schema, since the website name is MutinyDB, so I think that we may be able to get some good information from this MutinyDB website. So I want to enumerate this database schema particularly. So for that I will use this command. So I will use the command -d MutinyDB and -- table. So I will be enumerating all the tables this database schema contents. Let me run this. This may take some time. I will be using default one. Okay, so we got some good amount of tables which is present in the website. We can see accounts, blocks table, capture data, credit card. So this is good information for us. We will be able to find some good information from here. Then we have YouTube videos, all these things. So accounts and credit cards. So I think we will be able to find some good data from here. So let's enumerate this also. So for that I will be using this command. The command is -d mutuality is the database schema, and -t is the accounts. Accounts is the name of the table, and I will be dumping it. So that's the reason I will be dumping all the data which is present in the table. So we can see, like, enumerating step by step, we are reaching to a place where we will be able to find some information, important information hidden in the website in its tables. So which means it's a very vulnerable website. This might take some time because we are getting the okay, great. So we got so many things. We got the administrator password, credential, pen test, then all this people name, last name, password, username, everything we have got. So this is a very vulnerable website. So we can see here we can easily log into any people account from here by getting this. So it's a very vulnerable website, and this is a this kind of mistakes developers do. They make their systems vulnerable, and with the help of this very powerful command, SQL map, powerful tool, hackers are able to get access to all the websites by doing SQL injection attacks. So now I need to see the credit cards information also. So credit card information also I can see from here. I will be enumerating credit cards data, and I will be dumping it. See, so I got few people credit card numbers also, and this is not obfuscated. It should not be visible to everyone. Credit card number should be encrypted or obfuscated so that people don't get. And also CVV numbers is not, we are able to see. So we can, any black hat hacker will be taking all this CVV number and everything and map it to the people who is here, and they can easily sell this to dark web, and they can earn huge amount of money. And this is a very kind of if this is a data breach happens to a real company, which happens sometime, the company's reputation goes for a toss. So in this way hackers hack and destroy the company by getting all the insider information and all the important credit card details and all the passwords. So in this way we are able to see how we can do automatic penetration testing using SQL map. So now let's see the next thing. So I have seen here all these things I've shown in the PPT. Enumerated particular database, enumerated accounts table, enumerated credit card table. So now let's come to manual injection. So SQL injection is a code injection technique used to attack data driven application in which malicious SQL statements are inserted into an entry field, example to dump the database contents to an attacker. So basically we saw the way in which we did, or with the help of some good tools like SQL map, automatically we are able to hack into the system. Similar way, if we can do SQL injection by making the query behave in such a way that it gets into the system and gives us some good results which is hidden to the users, which is present in the database, with the help of some SQL injection we will be able to find those data, which is manually we will be able to see that. So I will be using the same mutuality website. So I have come into the login page. So the first thing we need to check, if we type a quote here and if we try to log in, see it is giving us that this kind of message is coming. So we can understand that this is vulnerable to SQL manual injection attack. if we try to give it to any website and see all this kind of warnings and this kind of query it's showing, that error it's showing, which means that it's not properly sanitized. That's the reason we are getting this kind of stuff. So we know that this is a vulnerable machine, vulnerable website from this. So now let's see the next step. So backend code will be behaving in this way. Let's say we gave a single quote here. So in the backend, the query will run is select star from accounts where username equals to quotes. The reason we are getting to know this query it is running is because we can see that SQL normally whenever it gives an error, it also comes up with a query which is running a background. So from here also we are coming to know that it is querying the accounts table. So it is like giving a hint to the hacker that there is a table account and where username is this. So they know that this is the table from where we will be able to get all the stuff, all the information of the users. So it's helping hackers basically to hack into the system more easily by checking this command. So now let's come with login without password and without username. So since we know that this is vulnerable to SQL injection, so we know that we will be able to hack into the system even without any login password or login username. The reason is we will be using this command colon or 1 equals to 1 colon then comment and then a little bit space. In this way we will be able to run. Let's see how it works. Let's copy this. I will use the password, I will use the username itself here. Okay, I have given a space here. Now let's log in. See, I have logged in as admin. So this is a flaw in the website. So the reason this is happening is whenever we are giving this string 1 is placed in the below query, means in the backend this is running. In the backend what is running is select star from accounts where username equals to this. So basically what is doing is it is commenting all this password query also. So the query will run in such a way that it will omit the use of password. It does not need the password. It will only take into account this one if it's nothing or 1 equals to 1, which means 1 equals to 1 is always true. So false or true is always true. So with this we are tricking the query in such a way that the query is allowing us to get inside the website. So in this way we are able to get into the website and we are able to hack the system. So let's see some more stuffs here. Let me log out from here. I need to remove the history basically because for some reason this does not logs out. This is also a flaw in this website. So now it's got logged off. So now what we are going to see is, let's say we are going to log in with username. We have a username as Samurai and we want to log in with a password. So for that what we need to do is we need to open the view page source, not view page source, inspect element. We will be seeing the inspector. We will be coming to the text box area of the password. We found that this is password. I want to change it to text. Perfect. I want to increase it to size as 50. Now I want to enter as Samurai. So this is both, you can say, a kind of JavaScript HTML injection also. And see, once I change it to 50, it got increased the size of the text box. And then I will run this command. Copy. basically exception occurs, so I need to do it once more. Text, I will do it 50. Yeah, see, so I am able to log in at Samurai. So in this way we can see this mutility is we are able to do it with the help of SQL, manual SQL injection also we are able to hack the system. So similarly, like in this way this website is very vulnerable to SQL injection attack. So the conclusion is, we can say, like, these SQL injection attacks are very powerful attacks, and it has already attacked several company, and it has turned down the reputation of several companies because SQL injection attack directly attacks the databases, and hackers can hack into the database and steal information and sell it on dark web, and people loses money, and people even loses trust. So company loses trust. So that's the reason we need to always be very careful while developing our code. We need to sanitize all SQL query, and also while writing Java query or any other query, we should be using prepared statement, not the normal statement. So we should be very careful on this. Thank you. I'm ending this presentation.